Welcome back to Uthenex Legion, a division of the Kolat Information Network. um, this is part 7 of the Into the Accordlands set review. We have now started into the subgroup card type of items. Today we are going to talk about the classless items. Links in the description for the previous videos. Um, First up is going to be Ablong's Prisms. This is a level 4 classless item. No bonuses. Order. Spend Ablong's Prisms and target your character within 1 rank. This, this turn, the target gets +1 hit point if they're a Cleric, +2 attack if they're a Fighter, +2 AC if they're a Rogue, and +2 skill if they're a Wizard. um, Also, beautiful piece of artwork again by Jason Engel. He has done a ton of pieces in this set. Um, if you see him at a convention or meet him, thank him for all his work. Buy a print, a playmat, something. He has put a bunch of pieces in here, and he really loves the game. So make sure you do that. Ability wise, um, I think the only one that's I won't say terrible, but the one that's the worst is the +2 skill if you're a wizard. That one not doesn't come up a ton. The other three are pretty cool. +1 HP for a cleric, +2 attack if you're a fighter, +2 AC for a rogue. Um, this is a fine item, as you know, it can fit in a variety of decks. The question is, I think for me, there's going to be better overall items um, specific to your class that doesn't require you to take an action to give them this or that. Next is Ardent Greathawk. This is a level 6 classless item familiar. You get +1 armor class with this, +3 skill, and react. After an opposing character moves, spend the Greathawk you journey. Um, so this is actually a very good item. Um, +1 AC, +3 skill, and a react. Basically, you get to react movement, so you're not taking up an action to move. Oh, I got down here in the front rank, and now your warlord's moving, um, moving up to the front rank. I will react and move back a rank. It's like, oh no, 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 or um. So mm, this will be um. I'd say you'll see a decent amount of this card played in the new format. Farhaven Guide. So this is a level 6 item, spend order. Search your deck for a lower level action card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. Banish Farhaven Guide. So I had to look up this card because I was like, this artwork reminds me of a piece from many years ago. Uh, but it turns out this card was never printed. Uh, and so, Beth, I don't know how you saved this piece for something, but it had me fooled. As far as the ability, um, tutoring is something we don't get um, a lot in this game. It's mostly card draw or card manipulation. Um, Now, typically, if it has a spend order on the item, you're not spending the item. You're spending the character, as I recall. And if that's the case, then your character is going to be spent. Um, Probably going to be your warlord, obviously. Uh, Maybe a different higher level character. So it's potentially, I won't say leave him vulnerable, but he's not in a position where he can move, uh, and you won't be able to play a spend order um, with that card that you just put in your hand. So I guess it's gonna have to be strategic how this is gonna end up working, which card you're gonna get, um, etc. It's an interesting card. I'm not 100% sure how relevant it's going to be, but it definitely is caught my eye anyway. Next is Hunting Staff. This is a level 5 classless item weapon staff. Um, a +1 melee bonus. Order: spend Hunting Staff and target an adjacent character. The target moves forward 1 rank. Um, so instead of uh, using a mount, um, you can spend the staff to push somebody forward. Um, and I think this is a neat, no, a neat item. I don't remember there ever being a non-mount um, or non-wizard spell that did something like this. So this is pretty neat. Kind of like it. It having to be an adjacent character is interesting. You won't be able to play it on a level 2 normally, so you have to play it on something like your Warlord. Um, or at least a level 3 or higher. So there is that. I still believe this is going to see some level of play. We'll see how practical it is um, moving forward. Next is Medicine Kit. So this is a reprint. Um, and let's see. I want to say it is from Nest of Vipers. Yes. Um, it's a level 6 classless item tool. No bonuses, but does give the bearer the medicine +5 trait. Um, so, yeah, limited order target a wounded character in this rank and succeed with a medicine check DC 20, remove a wound from the target. Um, so, yeah, this is a simple card, very easy to understand. Um, Healing is definitely important. Uh, if you are running a deck with um, characters with a bunch of different hit points, with multiple hit points. So this is a nice reprint that teaches the mechanic and is easy for new players to understand. This is another one that had me fooled. Nightfire Manacles. It's a level 5 item weapon. Um, -2 attack, -2 AC. Cursed. Um, so the character gains the curse trait and may not equip other weapons, which makes sense. This character gains encumbered, so no matter how many items he has attached, they gain encumbered, which is supposed to be a negative trait, but can be a positive trait for like dwarves. React. After this character equips Nightfire Manacles, spend Manacles. Equip Manacles to target opposing character within 2 ranks, ignoring level requirements. So you get to put this on one of your characters and then immediately pass it to an opponent's character. And then they are stuck with um, with the item attached to one of their characters. I had to look because obviously this artwork is very 90s to see if this card was a reprint, and it's not. This is a brand new card. Um, this is interesting. This is I have I can't swear that I've ever played a card like this in a deck before, a warlord or otherwise. Um, Usually the ones if I played anything, it was something that lets me steal something of theirs. Um, it's a neat card, but it's not something that I will probably plan on including unless I could see where it could be helpful though. You in like an item based deck was like I can give this to something that can't equip other weapons because this is a weapon, quote unquote. The gain encumbered, so anything that targets him encumbered gets better or for you. So it's interesting. I don't see a ton of places where this fits currently. Ah, a card I recognize, the Riding Horse, level 3 item steed, no bonuses. Order spin Riding Horse, move forward a rank. A movement is always always a needed thing in a game, in this game. Um, this gives you a card that can go on any character. Um, Obviously, except first rank, you don't want them on that anyway, because it's moving forward. Uh, get your big dudes to the front. Very easy to understand. Uh, Glad they brought back um, the old artwork for Heather Burton. All right. Next is Storm Shard. It's a level 7 classless item. No bonuses. Has the epic trait. Epic means you can only have one copy of this card in your deck. Um, Order. Ready each of your warlords. Draw a card for each warlord readied this way. Banished Storm Shard. Characters may not react to or during this action, um, and is a legendary. Being able to ready a character um, typically is quite powerful, specifically if you're readying a warlord um, that maybe gets to attack again and get three or four attacks, or has a very powerful ability. This is this is definitely going to see play. People are going to pack this in their deck. Not only does it ready your warlords, it draws you a card. Um, I'd say this card was designed mostly for Alliance, but being able to ready a single warlord and draw a card um, for readying your warlord is still really good. Um, so if you draw it, um, seems like it would be a good fit. Next is Strong Arm Stout. This is a level 4 item potion. No bonuses printed, but it has a destroy order. Each player draws a card. This turn, this character gains +2 attack and +1 hit point for each card drawn this way. So we all like meet at the end. Your opponent draws a card, I draw 2 cards. This is I get to destroy this. Each of us draw a card. My dude gets +4 attack and +2 HP this turn. Um, like to me, I love this card. I think uh this is a powerful item. This was in the Dwarf preview deck, Gen Con 2023. Um, I thought it was one of the better cards from that was spoiled, and uh, this to me packs a punch, particularly um, with something like the the Krun Instigator that says, "Okay, fight it," and then I get to punch you, sweetie. I'm gonna hit you hard. And lastly is the Sutek Shank. This is a level 2 classless um, item weapon dagger. +1 your attack bonus. This character's melee strikes inflict an additional wound against stunned characters and has a death react. Equip this item to an adjacent Sutek, ignoring level requirements. Now this is a pretty cool item. Kind of it's very flavorful. Um, I like that you don't lose it if your Sutek dies. You can pass the item off um, to an adjacent character. Um, yeah, inflicts an additional wound against stunned characters. With all of their spend actions, it's going to be very easy to do this. Outside of the Sutek decks, I don't think it's going to see a lot of play, but if you're playing the Sutex, you're probably going to play this because it fits into all the other pieces. All right, guys. So that's the end of the classless items. What do you guys think? Um, do you like my analysis? Um, do you have do you disagree with me? Um, make make sure you leave a comment down below. Like and subscribe for when more of these videos go live. And until next time, no matter the game, there's no escape from the tiger.